Yes, hello. How are you?
Speak louder, boy.
I said, how are you?
What?
I said, how are you?
Judge, bailiff, I do believe we have a hearing device for Mother Teresa.
Get the device.
I believe you have the device, sir.
What? Here.
Put these on, ma'am, please.
What? Oh! Thank you, giant man.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Jay.
How about now?
Jay.
How about that?
You're tricky, you know?
Yes, I was drinking. Yes. Oh, it's very
Bad
bad.
boy.
It was a scandal, yes, I know, very bad.
Your Honor, if prosecution is through flirting with the beatified iconic virgin, we could perhaps...
Health firmly contact has been established. Let's get on with it, shall we?
Yeah, of course. Forgive me the delay. I'm simply enamored to be in her beatific presence. I love Mother Teresa, great one. In Christian Egypt, she is a great star. Oh, as a young boy, I used to don a towel and my mother's nightgown and go stalking around the back streets of Cairo looking for little dying things to comfort and to do sound. Oh, Mother, I love you really. You are the oasis. You are the light.
If we need to take a minute here, counselor?
Yes, Your Grace. But perhaps we do.
5 minute recess. Adjourned.
My name's Peter, and they got a basilica named after me in Rome, which is kind of ironic, because back in the day, if you were Rome in my presence, more than likely I'd have beat you with my stick. I even had a standing rule on my fishing boat. Talk about Rome, your ass can swim home alone. I had to have those kind of rules laid down strong because my younger brother Drew and all of his friends, they used to like to waste their time talking about the overthrowing of Rome and the coming of the Messiah, instead of focusing on the task at hand. And I'd be like, look, fellas, this your Messiah is going to come down right now and help us catch some fish. And y'all need to shut the heck up and put your undivided focus on these damn nets. No. And then one day Drew did turn up for work. And then he come running up to me at the shore at the end of the day when we're bringing the boat back, talking about, this is Jesus, bro. He's the Messiah. I ain't fishing no more. I'm just going to follow him. And this Jesus, who resembled the Messiah as much as I resembled a ballerina in a tutu, he strides on up to me and he says, did you catch any fish today? And I says, no, I didn't catch any fish. And then he says, take the boat back out and you're going to catch some fish. So I took this Jesus with me, intending to throw his ass overboard. And then he says, cast your nets wide and deep. And so I did. All I can say is I'm a damn professional commercial fisherman. Nobody knew the sea and its tides better than me. There were no fish out there. That's because it turns out they were all in my net. And then Jesus said to me, he said, follow me, and I will make you a fisher of men. And what I didn't know then is that I would never see the sea again.
My name is Matthew. I was a Jewish tax collector for the empire. It was my job to take the food out of your mouth and see it shipped off to Rome. Roman tax was exorbitant and non-negotiable. If you had 6 geese, I took 3. If you had a flock of sheep, I took 50%. If you had only 1 sheep, then I cut that sheep in half. If you had no sheep, then I took a child, your child, and had him or her sold into slavery to settle your debt to the emperor. This is no made-up story. This is history. This is fact. We were a conquered nation, and I was a traitor to my people. I was a Jew, stealing from Jews. According to our laws, I was unclean, unfit to be gazed upon. That's who I was.
I hated your ass to look at.
And I looked at you, Peter, as a dumb, ignorant fisherman.
No, I looked at you as something that I cannot say in mixed company.
I was a scumbag, Judas. I was a scumbag, and it was against the law to look me in the eye. Jesus. Now he looked me in the eye. That's all he did. And then he said, "Follow me." And before I knew it, I had. And before we broke bread that night, I was clean again. I was clean.
Alphonse, are we ready to proceed?
Absolutely. Please, excuse the delay. Now, Mother Teresa, I will not take much of your time here. Certainly you're in no need of introduction.
Oh, I don't mind.
Very well. Mother Teresa, you are the soon-to-be canonized saint and the recipient of the Nobel Prize for Peace Award. You are from Albania, which tells me that you know how to handle a firearm. And yet, from the age of 12, you desired to be with God. At 16, you went to the convent, and at 21, you moved to the slums of Calcutta, and soon after began ministering to the sick and the dying, which you did with mercy, grace, love, and generosity from every day of your life until the day you died. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely yes, Mother. Now then, Mother, I have called you to the stand today for a very special purpose.
Oh, and what is that?
Yes, I have come to, Mother. Your life and subsequent canonization suggest to me that you know a thing or two about God and the life of Spirit. Yes?
I know what I know. What do you want to know?
Yes. Mother, is there a hell?
Oh, I hope not, but I think so.
Judas Iscariot, he is in hell, yes?
Well, one can't never know for sure. It don't look good.
Mother, should we feel sorry for someone in hell?
Very sorry, yes.
Does God feel sorry for someone in hell?
More sorry than us,
But
yes.
if God feels so sorry, why not bring the damned upstairs? 3 hot leather cots. Yes, surely God has that power.
Boy, God has the power to lead us anywhere. But sometimes the people, they don't want to go. The people don't want to go. What are you going to do?
Surely these people do not prefer to be in hell.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Do you know what despair is for?
Mother, illuminate me.
I will tell you what Thomas Merton, who was a very handsome boy like you, I will tell you what that boy had to say about despair. You may not know this, but I at one time suffered a great spiritual darkness.
Oh, no, not you, Mother.
Quiet now, boy, yes. For many, many years I suffered a terrible pain of loss, of God not wanting me, of God not being God, of God not really existing. One day, I confided my feelings to a friend, an Irish nun, one of the sisters of Loretto in Dublin. My friend, Sister Glenna, she quoted to me Thomas Merton on the subject of despair. She said,
despair is the ultimate development of a pride so great and so stiff-necked that it selects the absolute misery of damnation rather than accept happiness from the hands of God and thereby acknowledge that He is above us and that we are not capable of fulfilling our destiny by ourselves.
you understand what it is I am saying to you?
Can you repeat it?
Yes, sure.
Despair is the ultimate development of a pride that we are not capable of fulfilling our destinies by ourselves.
Ah, yes, I think I see.
Judas, he succumbed to despair. The music in Grace of God's love, he kept playing, but he made himself hard of hearing like me, no? I need this earphone device to hear you. Without them, I cannot hear nothing. Judas, he threw his earphones away, and that is sad. But that is what he chose, and that is what happened.
But, Mother, could not a God have obtained the megaphone and simply shouted instructions into Judas's ears?
Boy, one must participate in one's own salvation. In order to listen, one must be willing to listen. When you turn off God, you're saying, I know better than you. It's no good for it. No good.
No good indeed. Mother, you are a ravishing delight. I thank you for your astute and expert testimony.
Frost?
Mother Teresa, upon receiving your Nobel Prize, did you say to the world, quote, the biggest obstacle to global peace in the world today is abortion?
Yes, I said that.
Do you actually believe that?
Yes, I do.
You also took large cash donations from the Duvalier family in Haiti, correct?
Yes.
Duvalier being a dictator who murdered and stole from his people.
You gave? I do.
Blood money.
No, cashier's check.
You also took money from Charles Keating, the savings and loan scam artist who robbed American citizens of billions of dollars.
For the poor, I took. You got $5? I take from you too.
You opposed the Vatican II reforms, which, among other things, called for a long overdue condemnation of anti-Semitism as it relates to the death of Christ. Did you oppose Vatican II, Mother Teresa?
Yes.
You blamed the wars of the world on abortion, took blood money from murderers and thieves, and opposed taking a stance against anti-Semitism. I'm having trouble understanding why we're supposed to consider you an expert on anything having to do with the spirit.
Oh, yes?
Yes.
Then maybe you better figure that out.
I've had 2 abortions, Mother Teresa. What do you think about that?
I will pray for you and your children.
I don't have any children.
Not anymore. And that is terrible.
If abortion is so terrible, Mother Teresa, then how come I'm not in heaven?
I don't know. Anybody tell you you weren't?
It must be nice to have all the answers.
Must be hard to have only questions.
I can live with my questions, Mother Teresa, but if you can live with your answers, then with all due respect, I'd say that your place is not in heaven with the saints, but living with the dinosaurs in the Stone Age.
Mother Teresa, I wonder if you join me in wondering just who the hell the fat's got when she's speaking like that too?
Oh, it's okay, but everybody wants to say something.
Yes,
Nobody never wants to listen, no?
this is true, and on that well-struck note, Mother, let us now go back to the rest of the meeting. I'm not finished.
I go now.
Yes, as you wish, Mother. I think we should all emblaze the light. Yes, Mother.
Maybe, boy, you give this earphone device to her. Maybe like this, she's gonna hear something and make her head don't hurt no more.
There's nothing wrong with my head.
Stand down, Cunningham!
Nice boy. Handsome boy.
Defense calls Simon the Zealot.
Hey?
Simon the Zealot.
You were one of the 12 apostles, Simon, correct?
Yeah,
And you were a zealot.
yeah.
Was Judas Iscariot a zealot?
Well, he didn't go to the meetings or nothing, but yeah, he pretty much was, to be honest with me.
Zealots being Jews seeking to free themselves from the oppression of the Roman occupation, correct?
Actually, not exactly, no.
Are you saying that the zealots were in favor of the occupation?
No, not at all. We hated the Romans. Absolutely. We wanted their pagan asses to hit the curb running and bloody. But we were also opposed to 80 Gentiles in Palestine. Greek, Roman, whoever. What us zealots was really about was promoting a strict adherence to the Mosaic law.
Mosaic law being
The law of Moses. The Torah. That was the whole bag right there. Just get rid of the bad seeds and unite the people under the holy law of God. Basically, we were like the street versions of Caiaphas the Elder, except we had knives and shit. We thought Caiaphas was soft.
Soft how?
With the Romans. He was a bit of a politician, you know?
And what was life like under Roman rule?
Where are you from, miss?
New York.
Okay. Imagine New York was taken over by like violent, devil-worshipping cannibals who spit on your lawns, stole all your money, took your women and children as slaves, and put giant swastikas on all your bridges, libraries, tunnels, civic institutions. And anybody that complained about it got nailed naked to a piece of wood in Times Square, left to be eaten by rats and shit on by pigeons till the weight of the body asphyxiated them to death. That's what it was like.
And you thought Jesus was going to change all of that, didn't you?
We all did.
But he didn't, did he? And
Yeah.
yet he was capable of it. You saw him perform miracles, raise people from the dead.
It was a bit of a conundrum, yeah.
Were you at the disturbance of the temple?
Yeah.
And what did you think about that?
You're kidding? I loved it. Judas too. We all did. We thought it was on, you know?
On meaning?
The beginning of the revolution.
But it wasn't, was it?
No.
What happened after the riot at the temple?
Jesus had us retreat to this house. And then he was like, I'm gonna die soon, so let's just chill.
Must have been very disappointing.
It was confusing. I mean, wiped out shit, man. 1 minute, Jesus is beating infidels down. And I'm talking fists and whips. Jesus whooping ass, knocking out teeth, screaming he's gonna tear down the temple. The next minute, he's all passive. And we were like, we invested 3 years in this guy. And now he's just gonna lay down. It didn't seem to make no sense.
Simon, why do you think that Judas turned Jesus into the authority?
Personally, I think Judas was trying to throw Jesus into the deep end of the pool, make him swim.
Judas was testing people.
Not testing, because we all knew he had math skills to pass the test.
What?
Listen, I knew Judas pretty good. We were pretty tight on account of our politics and whatnot. What I believe is this. Judas knew that if the Romans grabbed up Jesus, then Jesus would have to act.
Meaning?
Meaning act. Get it on and start whooping ass like he was supposed to. Emancipation was our birthright. That's what the Messiah was there for. I think, personally, that Judas did what he did to help Jesus realize his destiny and fulfill his mission.
Judas tried to help Jesus.
I believe so, yes.
Thank you, Simon.
So, Judas Iscariot was a helper, yes?
Yeah.
Just there to lend a helping hand, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, I think you're correct, Zealous one. Because I know for me that if my best friend were to sell me out and betray me from a roll of quarters, causing me to be beaten, bound, and mangled, and have to be stood up in the hot Judean sun till I resembled a shriveled up, bearded Frankfurter. Why, yes, Zealous one, I think you're right. I think my last words as I gasped for air and bled to death would be, really? That Judas? What a helpful guy. I must remember to send him the thank you note. Simon, let's talk turkey. Judas Iscariot was your friend, yes?
Yeah.
You thought the same way, yes?
Yeah.
You shared the same opinions?
Yeah.
You shared the same beliefs?
Yeah.
You wanted the same things?
Yes.
You wanted them desperately?
Yeah.
Then why, Zealot, did you not do like Judas did? If you believed what you believed and thought what you thought, why, Zealot, did you not join Judas or turn Jesus into your own? Can you answer me that?
I don't know.
Protecting a friend, that is admirable. Simon, Jesus never said his mission on earth as Messiah was to overthrow the Romans, did he?
Nah, not exactly.
You thought it was his mission, you even wanted it to be his mission, but it wasn't really his mission, was it? How is it, Simon, that you came to realize that violence is never a part of Jesus' plan, but Judas never did?
I can't say.
Answer me this. What was your inner life like before you met Jesus of Nazareth? I don't think I need to remind you to be honest here, do I?
No. I was consumed with anger. Jesus, he saved my life.
Man of zeal, final question. Do you believe, as the Bible says, that God made man in his own image?
I do.
Of course you do. And there's zealous one lies the answer to one of my previous questions. The difference between you and Judas Iscariot, I posit, is that you accepted that you were made in God's image, but Judas Iscariot, he sought to create God in his own image, God as earthly avenger, which was not God's way. And even though you were scared, he said, even though you were hurt and confused, still you managed to obey God. Why is that?
I guess I got lucky.
Indeed. Silence, there's something beautiful about you, and it is your modesty. You are a God-fearing man. Go now. Be free.
Jesus never proclaimed himself to be God, Simon, did he?
No, he never did.
What did Jesus say to Judas at the Last Supper?
He said, do what you gotta do.
Sounds like Jesus approved.
Hey,
But if you were Judas, Simon, and doing what you got to do, ended up sending you to hang from a tree, and got you sent into despair to go to hell to live in misery and infamy in perpetuity, if you were Judas, wouldn't you kind of wish that Jesus would have maybe said something else instead?
yes, counselor, I very much would have.
Would it kind of make you feel like you got fucked?
Oh, objection! Language! A foul mouth is a dirty bird.
I would have thought as you said, though.
Thank you, Simon. Nothing further.
Hey, witness.
Most reverend Senor, with your magisterial permission, of course, prosecution now conjures Satan, Prince of Darkness, to the stand.
Name? Caesar Cunningham, right? Hello. Been keeping the light on for you. Come on now, Lou. Why don't you take a seat? We can get started here. Never change, Frank, do you? I suppose that I don't. I like that about you. No, say, how's Wilhelmina doing? The girls? No. Yeah, well, your partner's losing that chassis over there. Please? I'm sorry, of course. Fire away. My apologies.
I was talking to elderly, sir.
Let's just see. Help, homie? See?
Yes. 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 How are you today, Satan?
Well, long night, but, no regrets.
Of late, partying with the decadent and the debauched.
Gossip show.
Oh. No, not at all.
I'll tell you, I barely made it through my double session Pilates this morning. Wasn't for good genes, I'd be a raisin with tits and a perm.
Oh, Satan. Yes, you look really good, Satan. Oh, sincerely, Satan. Really, you have an excellent physique.
Thank you. So do you.
Oh, listen, thank you. I make exercises. Anyways. So, no horns and tails today, Prince of Evil.
No.
At the dry cleaners, I suppose.
Yes.
Yes. I must say, claimant of the dam, your candor is quite refreshing.
As is yours.
Oh, thank you. Satan, your jacket. Really, it is smart.
Oh, you like it?
Beautiful, really. Armani.
Gucci.
Oh, Gucci. Yes. Elegant. Oh, and your trousers, they are Gucci too.
Yeah.
They have a lovely sheen. Anyways, let's begin then, shall we?
I am at your service.
I appreciate that.
And I appreciate your appreciation.
Excellent. So, Dark One, tell me, did you ever have any conversations with Judas Iscariot prior to his selling out of Jesus Christ?
No, I did not.
Sure about that?
Quite sure, yes.
Never entered into him, as I believe St. Luke's Gospel puts it?
No.
And again, I ask if you're more or less sure of that.
Ask my main squeeze, Sheila, if I had entered in Judas Iscariot. Trust me, it would have felt my considerable presence, if you know what I mean.
Yes, sir. You and Jimmy Woods, I've heard the rumors, but Satan, would it be fair to say then that the devil didn't make him do it?
No, absolutely, unless there's some other devil running around here I don't know about.
Oh, Satan, you are quite charming. But let us be quite clear. You did nothing, Satan, nothing, to sway Judas Iscariot toward selling out Jesus of Nazareth, Prince of Peace.
Correct.
It's not even a tiny nudge.
Honestly, Judas did not require any nudging. He was a giddy. It happens that way sometimes.
Give me a bad seed.
Yes.
Yes. Well, how about after he did the deadly deed? Did you speak with the Savior betrayer then?
Oh, I spoke to him, yeah.
Care to share?
Not a problem. I appeared to Mr. Iscariot at Bathsheba's Bar and Grill shortly after the night in question. I was actually in town with a guy named Abdul Mazi Hatton, but he never showed. I encountered Mr. Iscariot. It appeared he had already taken full advantage of the happy hour. Hello, friend. How are you this evening?
How am I this evening? What do you fucking make you eat, man?
I'm Clementine. Clementine of Cappadocia.
Yeah, well, why don't you go home and fuck your mother, Cappadocia, okay?
Cappadocia. It's Cappadocia.
What?
It's Cappadocia.
Let me ask you something, Cappadocia. Do I look like someone who gives a flying fuck right now about where the fuck you're from?
I'm very sorry.
Sorry. Sorry don't mean shit, dick. Take all the sorries in the world, pile them one on top of the other, you know what you got, Cappadocia? You got a big pile of fucking nothing's what you got, okay?
You're right.
You wanna do something about it?
Oh, no, sir.
You go, fuck your mother and leave me the fuck alone.
I will. Thanks for the advice.
Hey, where you going?
Well, seems like you prefer to be alone.
I mean, what I mean, why would I prefer that? Well, what are you saying? I look like some kind of lone wolf? Like a fucking piranha, bro?
Do you mean pariah?
What, you need a light or something?
Oh, thanks.
Like this letter. I bought it today. Expensive shit. But I got it like that.
Very nice. I can see you're a man of wealth. Substance.
Well, don't push it. So, what's your name?
Clementine. Clementine of Cappadocia.
Is that a girl's name?
Not in Cappadocia.
Is there a bro? You sure you ain't a girl, man?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I'm Judas. Judas Iscariot. Maybe you heard of me.
No, I'm from out of town.
You haven't heard of me.
Nope.
You don't get around much, do you, Clementine? So whereabouts you from? Egypt?
Cappadocia.
That's in Egypt, though, right?
Cappadocia's in Cappadocia.
I dig your pyramids, man, and the Sphinx. You'll bartender more of that Mesopotamian wine from a Nubian friend here. And some dates and figs, too. You smoke opium, Clem?
Clem.
Oh, and some opium, too, bartender. Good stuff.
Well, you seem like a man on a mission.
I took this girl to a puppet show today, man.
Yeah? How was it?
Fucking sucked. Puppets are bullshit, you know?
In Cappadocia, we burn puppets.
You people got the right idea over there, man. That
Pharaoh. He's a smart man. Yeah. Hey, Clammy, cheers.
Cheers.
Yo, that's a nice shirt, man. What'd you pay for it?
2 pieces of silver.
2 pieces of silver? I'll give you 5. Here you go, switch shirts with me.
But I'm a little fond of this shirt.
Come on, man. Switch shirts. Switch shirts. Oh, let you be my wingman. Get you late, bro.
Nice brunette.
2 brunettes and a eunuch. Come on, strip.
Oh, all right. He was so drunk. He didn't even notice my unmistakable satanic stench.
Yo, I dig this shirt, man. What is it, silk?
From Cappadocia.
Fucking Cappadocian silk, alright.
Yours is nice, too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That is a nice thing to say. Yeah. It's been a while since I heard something nice. That's really nice, bro. Hey, if I told you something corny, would you think I was like a dick?
Not at all.
Okay, I'm kind of mildly afraid of going to hell.
Why?
A minor incident last night, a miscalculation on my part, nothing serious.
Well, there's one thing I can tell you about hell. As an eternal destination, it's apparently vastly underrated.
Yeah?
And hell is nothing more than the absence of God, which, if you're looking to have a good time, is not at all a bad thing. I mean, do you want to play the lute and sing Mary Jane Carpenter? That is what heaven is for. You want to rock? Well, apparently hell is the venue.
Are there like girls down there?
Not many, but I hear they import them from developing nations on the weekends. But hey, I wouldn't worry about going to hell.
Even if I did something perhaps a little controversial.
Oh, God understands.
Yeah, but don't choices have like consequences?
Oh, come on. You really think we have a choice?
Well, don't we?
All right. Did you pass by that fucking disgusting, stinky fucking leper on the way in here tonight?
Who, Freddy?
Yeah, Freddy. You think he had a choice? Freddy, stinking it up out there, can't scratch his balls for fear of pulling out his test tubes, huh? And what about what's his name from the old days, Job? Don't you think if he had a choice, he would have been like, all right, God, enough already, I get the fucking point.
Yeah, but Job did say that.
Yes, he did, Judas. And what happened next? God kept right on fucking with him until Job made the only choice he had available. Which was to quietly keep his wrinkly ass cheeks spread wider than the Red Sea. God got tired of drilling him for oil.
I guess, but say, never mind.
What?
It's not important.
Come on.
Okay. Say, what if someone were to betray, for example, the Messiah?
Oh, you mean the Messiah?
Yeah, say some idiot had the choice to betray the Messiah or not betray him, and chose to betray him.
Oh, gee, I really couldn't say. What do you think?
It's he's fucked, right?
Oh, I really couldn't say.
Come on, Clarence, I'm just asking.
Well, since you asked, I'd say if this guy,
Because this is just some hypothetical guy here.
right, I'd say if this clown we're talking about betrayed the Messiah, that it would be better for that man if he had never been born. Never been born. Hey, you asked.
It's fucking heavy. It's a heavy fucking trip, man. Clarence.
I'm thirsty. How about you?
Fucking really heavy.
Another round over here, Pops. 2 barrels of wine and a hooker menu. You all right, man?
And then Clarence, I just realized I haven't been laid in 3 years. Can you believe that? Guy like me.
3 years.
I wasted my prime, and then I wasted my prime after my prime.
Well, I think you'll probably get fucked tonight.
Think so?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I need another fucking drink. Tonight, man, I'm gonna drink this fucking bar.
Hey Judas, let me ask you something. What do you think of this Jesus of Nazareth guy I keep hearing about?
Jesus of Nazareth.
Yeah, I hear he's some kind of somebody.
Some kind of somebody.
That's what I hear.
Fuck that guy, man. He's a bitch.
Fuck that guy! He's a bitch! Your Honor, nothing further.
Cross?
Not at this time.
Luke, stick around. I know the drill. Alright, meal break! 15 minutes!
Fabiana, 3 for lunch.